The United States has launched a swift and coordinated response to assist Jamaica in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa, and as you read this, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to stay updated on this developing story and help spread awareness about the ongoing recovery efforts. The massive storm left a trail of destruction across Jamaica earlier this week, crippling infrastructure, flooding entire neighborhoods, and leaving thousands homeless. In response, Washington has pledged significant humanitarian aid, emergency supplies, and military support to help Jamaica recover and rebuild. According to the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, disaster relief teams were deployed within hours of the hurricane's landfall. The agency confirmed that its Disaster Assistance Response Team, DART, is working closely with Jamaican authorities to coordinate on-ground operations. Shipments of food, clean drinking water, medical kits, and emergency shelter materials are already being distributed across affected regions. USAID also stated that mobile water purification units are being installed to prevent the spread of waterborne diseases in flooded communities. U.S. President Joe Biden released a statement expressing America's unwavering support for Jamaica, calling the storm's impact heartbreaking but not beyond hope. He emphasized the strength of the U.S. Jamaica partnership, saying, "Our nations have always stood together in times of adversity. The American people stand shoulder to shoulder with the people of Jamaica as they rebuild, recover, and rise stronger." The U.S. military has also stepped in, with the Southern Command, SOUTHCOM, dispatching naval vessels loaded with aid, heavy equipment, and medical personnel. Helicopters from the U.S. Coast Guard and National Guard have been assisting in rescue missions, airlifting stranded residents from cut-off areas, and delivering emergency supplies to rural towns that remain inaccessible by road. Engineers from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers have joined local teams to help clear debris and rebuild key bridges and highways washed out by flash floods. In Kingston, the U.S. Embassy has transformed into a central coordination hub for both American and international aid agencies. Embassy officials are collaborating with the Jamaican government and regional partners to ensure that relief efforts are targeted and efficient. The embassy has also opened an emergency hotline for American citizens living in or visiting Jamaica, ensuring that they can access assistance or evacuation if needed. Hurricane Melissa slammed into Jamaica earlier this week as a Category 4 storm, bringing wind speeds exceeding 130 miles per hour, torrential rains, and severe storm surges. Coastal towns like Montego Bay, Ocho Rios, and Port Maria experienced significant damage to homes, resorts, and infrastructure. Entire communities in Clarendon, St. Thomas, and St. Elizabeth remain without power or clean water, while hospitals continue to operate under pressure with limited resources. Early estimates suggest billions of dollars in damage. Eyewitnesses described the storm as one of the most terrifying experiences in recent memory. "We watched the roofs fly off, the streets turned into rivers, and the night was filled with a sound of destruction," said a resident of Port Maria. "If it wasn't for the emergency responders, many of us wouldn't have made it." Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness, in a national address, thanked the United States and other allies for their quick and generous assistance. "We are deeply moved by the outpouring of support from the United States government and its people," he said. "Their timely intervention has already saved lives and is helping us stabilize the situation as we plan for recovery." Holness also appealed for patience and unity among Jamaicans, noting that full recovery will take time. "The damage is immense, but the spirit of our people remains unbroken," he said. "We will rebuild Jamaica stronger and more resilient than before." Meanwhile, humanitarian organizations such as the American Red Cross, World Food Program, and UNICEF have joined efforts to assist local communities. Temporary medical clinics have been established to treat injuries, and relief workers are distributing hygiene kits and mosquito nets to prevent outbreaks of illness in flooded regions. Meteorologists warn that although Hurricane Melissa has weakened to a tropical storm as it moves north, lingering rains and swollen rivers could still cause additional flooding in Jamaica and nearby islands. Experts are already calling Melissa one of the most destructive storms to hit the Caribbean in recent decades. As the world watches Jamaica's recovery unfold, international support continues to pour in. American volunteers, engineers, and medical teams are working side by side with Jamaicans in the cleanup and rebuilding process, highlighting the deep ties between the two nations. The American response to Hurricane Melissa is not just about immediate aid, it's also about long-term cooperation. U.S. officials have confirmed plans to help Jamaica strengthen its disaster preparedness systems, upgrade coastal defenses, and invest in climate-resilient infrastructure to better withstand future storms. For now, the focus remains on saving lives, restoring power, and giving families hope. And as recovery continues, remember to subscribe, like, and share to help keep attention on Jamaica's rebuilding journey, a reminder that in times of crisis, solidarity and compassion make all the difference.